Good morning, people of God. This is Sunday, and I'm in a hurry. So real quickly, I wanted to send out a video, and I don't want to do anything fancy. So I'm holding my phone with my hands. It's not something fancy at all. I watched a video by this guy called MC Chaz. I like him very much. He's a very nice guy, and he makes sense most of the time. But he said something that somehow got me started, and I wanted to talk about something right now. You see, Donald Trump is right. Donald Trump is right. Nigeria and all the other countries are shithole countries. And honestly, if you look at the Republican ideology and the way people like Donald Trump think, America should not have to be responsible for the failure of other countries. And you know what? If you were a true American, or, whether you were born and bred in America, like some of us who were born here, we came back to Nigeria and lived in Nigeria for years, then came back here. Whatever case it may be, it doesn't matter, because it's not worth talking about anyway. Every man's level of success is his own. Whatever case it may be, America is not responsible for people's failures, especially governments. But I think that it's not right for him to talk about it towards people. It's something he should address. Trump, in my opinion, needs to have a spine. Tell Buhari, when Buhari comes down there with a smile to come and sit down in the White House for no reason, tell him that your country is a shithole country and you need to fix it. Tell all the rulers of different countries these things. Let them know to their faces and give them examples why it is so. Now, where I separate myself from Chaz is Chaz talking about all of us who are over here to go home and change back home. Chaz, and I'm addressing you as my brother, there is a database. There is a database. I don't know how to describe. There's a tower of testimonies of people who tried from diaspora to go back home and change things and were frustrated. The process, Nigeria is not a process-driven place, so Nigeria is not a process-driven place where you go there and the process is easy. Nigeria, if the process is one in any other country, Nigeria, it is 4 times harder to get, even just to even ship a car into Nigeria. Just shipping a car. I don't mean shipping buses. Ship a car. Anything you want to do in Nigeria is 4 times harder. And you have to remember this, MC Charles. I don't know how old you are. People over here they have mortgages to pay. They have their light bills to pay. They have their water bills to pay. They have a lot of things to pay for their lives. Plus, their children are in college. I know people who, they have 4 children in college, 5 children in college, 6 children in college. Then for them to uproot themselves from that situation, to take their money, to go home and get frustrated, it's not a small thing. I know people who even lost their lives going home to change things, or their families lost their lives going home to change things. Case in point, Akwa Ibom State. When Akpabio was in power, many people, including me, we took ideas home. What did the people back home do? They stole the ideas. They will take the idea from you. They know that when you come for only 2 weeks. So they take the idea from you and wait for 2 weeks. You will call people, and they'll call security to make sure you can't pass through the gate. They frustrated people. In the end of the story, you climb your plane and go back, and the next thing you will hear is they've commissioned that project. That is what happened in Akwa Ibom State. Some people who opened their mouths and talked too much ended up having loved ones killed in Akwa Ibom State. I'm telling you what happened though. I myself wrote a proposal, a high-powered proposal based on certain technologies. The next thing I heard was that it was being commissioned. They were in speed. They'll wait. When you come, you submit whatever you were supposed to submit. Then they'll wait for they know it's 2 weeks or 3 weeks now. You will stay now. They'll wait and they'll block you. Immediately you submit, you don't hear from anybody again. They will block you out. The next thing, you are flying back home, then you stand from here, from this side, to hear that they've commissioned it in Nigeria. I don't want to go into the testimonies and towers of database of people who tried to go back to Nigeria and change Nigeria and were frustrated. And this is not money they pluck from trees. This is money. Here, Charles, America. Charles, say America, now 8 hours of work, now 8 hours, no be play. No be say 8 hours and they talk with your co-person when they sit down by your side about Telemundo. 8 hours is 8 hours, then you will save money because you want to go and do something back in Nigeria, and then someone will frustrate you, or armed robbers will come to your house. Right now, as we speak, as I'm speaking right now, people of diaspora were so frustrated in Akwa Ibom State that last year in the annual convention, the Akwa Ibom entourage that flew from Nigeria were debarred. They were not allowed into the venue. They were blocked. I mean, Akpabio was in that entourage. The Speaker of the House of Assembly was in that entourage. People were in that entourage. They were barred from entering. They were blocked from entering. The governor has no respect for diaspora, and diaspora has no respect for the communication lines have broken down and are destroyed. He sees things in views of PDP and APC, so therefore he hears that if APC people come here and people shake hands with them, those people are all automatically enemies of the governor. That is the kind of things that is going on, my brother. So when you come up on the videos and say, yes, Nigeria is a shithole country, we agree. But if you want to put it on diaspora, that we did not go back home to help develop back home, I beg, no do us that thing. Because the number of us who tried to put ourselves back home is such that back home has angled themselves that you cannot do small business. So it has to be you hold millions of, so that when you get in there, you squeeze you subdue the society. It's not, here in America, you can start a business with $10,000. You can actually start a business with $5,000 here in the United States. You can't do that in Nigeria. Nigeria, you have to stay here and amass money, enough money, so that when you go there, you subdue the society first before you start your development, or the society will subdue you. Charles, I don't know whether you have children. I don't know how your finances are tied. It's a matter of finances. And don't say that those who don't go are poor people too. There are a lot of rich people here, but their finances are tied in their businesses and all kinds of things. Nigeria is a case study. We will continue trying though, but I want to differ from you on the idea of if all of us, 500,000 went down one by one to change our things in little ways. People have tried. Trust me, Charles, people have tried. I know people in my church who travel every year for missionary work. They call it missionary work, their own. They travel every year to go home and do the things that government could have done. I mean, I'm talking about in the beginning of the year, you hear government pass budget for things. Then there are people here who are still, and you know what? That is part of the shithole process. That we have to go and do things that were already in the budget. We have to go and do things that were already in the budget. And even upon that, okay, let me give you an example. A friend of mine and some guys went home to go and donate money to the leprosy center in Akwa Ibom State. This leprosy center is right in the center of where the PDP chairman of the state comes from. If you see this place, you cry. When they got there, the first question they were asked was, have you asked permission from governor? That was the first question they were asked. Have you asked permission from governor? Does governor know as you're coming to do this? The atmosphere is so politicized and so bad that, and those guys laughed. They told them, must we tell governor if we're coming here to change the leprosy city, or we're coming here to change anything? They went to the orphanage. They were asked, have you told governor as you've come here? That is the kind of things that is going on back home. How do you change? And it's now, and if you don't tell governor, you're automatically, oh, you're aligned with APC. You're an APC person, and so on and so forth. That, I'm talking about my close friends who went home. I couldn't go, so I gave money. So Charles, it's not as you think it is. The people here are not just, I mean, you can say it and it will make you famous with your fans and your followers, but it's not as you think it is. God bless you, and God bless us all. Nigeria needs help, because Nigeria is a failed state about to have, it's failed, even though Nigerians still believe they will wear the green, white, and green on 1st October and act like, no, it has failed severely. It has failed. God bless you, my brother. Bye.